Welcome everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you for joining me for Music News Roundup. This is where I'm going to gather up all of the news from the past week into one nice succinct package for you, making it easy to digest. Alright, so today, Friday, May 1st, 2020, and the background music, I thought we'd listen to some Alice Cooper Trash from 1989. He's going to come up a little later in the episode, so stick around for that. We got some news on him. We'll kick things off, and right away we got some really big news here. Surprise, surprise, Adam Lambert and Queen have actually recorded something together. They've recorded a new version of the We Are the Champions song and retitled it You Are the Champions. And this has been done as a tribute to the frontline workers, as a thank you to them for all that they've been doing, putting their lives on the line and everything, which I think is really cool. And the proceeds from this are going to go to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. Now, the song itself is an edited, shortened version of the original We Are the Champions, with the last verse changed to that line, You Are the Champions. It's only 2 minutes and 7 seconds long, but I'm hoping that this release of this and the popularity behind it will push them to actually record new original material together. I really like Adam Lambert singing on this. I think it's fantastic. I've loved seeing him live. You can see that I've got a tour book from one of the Queen live shows that I've been to with Adam Lambert behind me there. And so I'm really excited about this, and I hope it spurs them along. Okay, next up, we've got another new release here. The Scorpions have recorded a brand new song and made a music video for it while in quarantine here. The song is called Sign of Hope, and it's meant to bring a little hope and brighten everyone's day during these crazy times that we're living in here. And also, I think, to tide us over until the new Scorpions album is finally completed. Okay, and next up we've got another new release here dropping, and the pandemic is certainly a bad thing and everything that's going on with it, and I don't want to make light of it at all here. But one of the positives and benefits has been all of the new material, music, and everything that's been released during these times. And we've got a surprise album that has dropped from Jeff Scott Soto, a new live album called Live and Loud in Milan that just dropped. Not announced or anything, just simply released. It was recorded live at the Frontiers Rock Festival in 2019 and is available to stream on all the different networks out there right now. Okay, next up, we've got late 80s, early 90s rockers Junkyard have just announced they're releasing an EP that is called Rome is Burning. It's going to be released in early May, no official date on it. It's going to collect rarities, B-sides, and things like that from their last album, the 2017 album High Water. So that's pretty cool. Keep an eye out for that. And another late 80s, early 90s rockers, Circus of Power, have also just announced that they're going to be releasing a forthcoming EP called The Process of Illumination. They've also just released a video for the first single off it called Strange Times. Certainly a fitting title if ever there was one. No word on a release date yet, but you can check out that new song and video. All right, another 80s rockers here. We've got former Guns N' Roses drummer Matt Sorum, who's written an autobiography, and it was due to be released in the spring here, but has now been pushed back due to the COVID-19 and everything, and not being able to properly promote it. No word yet on an official release date in the fall for it, but it has been pushed back if you are keeping an eye out for that. Now, here we are up for real Guns N' Roses news. Wife of Duff McKagan, Susan Holmes McKagan, has said in a recent interview that GNR has been working fastidiously on killer stuff. This is the second time that we've heard confirmed information from a real source, the first one being Slash. Probably 8 months or so back, he had said that they were working on it and that was the focus of them right now. And then now we've got a wife of Duff McKagan saying that they're working on new material. So I really hope this doesn't take, however many years it took for Chinese Democracy to finally come out. I hope this happens sooner rather than later. And maybe with the quarantine and the pandemic and everything, and them being focused and not having anything else to do, it's going to speed things along. Okay, Ace Frehley, who has had to postpone his tour, has said that he's going to go ahead and start recording a brand new album. Now, he was going out on the road to promote another album that hasn't come out, which is the follow-up to this one. This is Origins Volume 1. It's all cover songs. And he has an Origins Volume 2 that was gonna be released, and he was gonna go out on the road and promote that, but since he can't do it, he's gonna write brand new original songs for his next studio album. So maybe we'll get these albums, Origins Volume 2 and a brand new album of all new material back to back, maybe 6 months apart or so, and we don't have to wait as long as we do. It's been 2 to 3 years between albums for him as he's been doing it. Maybe it'll only be a year here. Okay, so Winger, who had just released a video that gathered up 20 plus people in celebrities singing a song, Better Days Coming, as a sort of way to positively brighten everyone's day and everything, and there's that video out there. They've actually now said that they have recorded 4 to 5 new songs already. They had started working on a brand new album a few months back before the pandemic and everything, but they are currently working on that while in quarantine, keeping that going, which is good news. Now, I thought this was really interesting here. In a new Ipsos poll of nearly 4,500 American adults, 55% of the people polled said they would not return to concerts until a vaccine for the virus had been issued. Now, out of those, the 55%, so 27% of those people said they would go to a concert, and the remaining 18% said they were undecided. But with only 27% of these people polled saying they will return to shows, that's not looking very good for concerts and things right now, which I also think is why we keep hearing that these bands are postponing their tours for an entire year. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if people's sentiment on that changes or stays the same. All right, so based on the current environment, Record Store Day, the annual event, which always takes place in April, has decided to split up their event over 3 different days. So they were gonna do, it would normally be one day, but now they're gonna do 3 separate Saturdays, one August 29th, September 26th, and then October 24th. And they're doing this in that idea of social distancing, saying, okay, it's a massive event when it happens. People really pile into the record stores and everything for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread out the releases over 3 separate days, 3 separate months to try to reduce the amount of people that are coming in for these things. I don't think it's really gonna work because I'm gonna go to all 3 days. I think most music fans are gonna go to all 3 days, which just means there's gonna be 3 events with a lot of people at them. So we'll have to wait and see. Now a revised list of releases and the days in which those will drop, because it's going to be different days. Not all of the releases will come out on the same day. That is going to be released on June 1st, so keep an eye out for that. All right, next up, Yes guitarist Steve Howe has pushed back his solo album that was due for May 15th. It's now going to come out July 31st, or at least that is the new date for it. So we'll keep an eye out for that. It actually sounds like it's going to be a really interesting album. He sings half of it, and the other half is instrumentals on it. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Deep Purple have released their 2nd single off of their new album, Whoosh, which I think is a funny title. They've been coming up with some pretty interesting ones for the last couple releases here. They had the album Now What, and the follow-up to that, and then now they've got this one here called Whoosh. So the 2nd single, Man Alive, is the name of that, and the album, which was pushed back, it was coming out, I think, in May originally, has now been pushed back to August 7th. But there's 2 songs from it. You can check those out. All right, and as I said, there'd be some Alice Cooper news. So I thought this was pretty cool here. Alice Cooper is asking for fans to partake in his new music video. He's recorded a brand new song that's going to come out on May 15th. It's called Don't Give Up. Certainly tying into this idea of the things that are going on in the pandemic and everything, and a nice positive message within the song here. And he's asking for fans to video themselves either holding signs or take photos holding signs of the lyrics from the song. You can go to his website and check out more information if you're looking to partake in that. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this corral of all the music news from the past week. And if you have, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you next Friday for the next installment of Music News Roundup. Take care. Bye-bye.